Blake Rain decided to put on a show at the Miami Beach Starbucks on Collins Avenue and 29th Street.
What?
It'll always be in the back of my head.
I think that is a very memorable moment, chat. So we got an interesting video today. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is something that a lot of y'all guilty of, okay? The internet's most illegal gooning incidents. Y'all remember the one that was outside of the of that one Hooter-like place? Yeah, he unfortunately passed. I feel like some of y'all would relate to this, and I like this cap right here. Stop gooning, you know what I'm saying?
As many of you already know, we're living in the middle of a gooning epidemic. Unable to contain their own horniness, some gooners have gotten themselves in serious legal trouble, be it for gooning in public, indecent exposure, voyeurism. It's getting crazy out there. And with that stated, today we'll be once again looking at several cases where gooning ruined people's lives. Policeman goons while driving. Gooning on the job is already risky.
Chat, what are we doing here, bruh?
Business, but I'd say in the case of certain jobs, it can be absolutely diabolical if you go through with it. Which brings us to the case of the cop who crashed his cruiser while watching porn.
What?
On November 6th, 2024,
Yo, I love how you say Gen Z's fault, which is crazy because when I think of gooning, right, like this word became popular now, so it's like a Gen Z thing, but low key, a lot of it is gonna be adults, I fear. Yo, what y'all got going on, bruh? I thought it was young people going it, but it seems like it's old men too, bruh.
Sorrento, Florida, police deputy Tristan McComber was driving along in his squad car southbound on County Road 435, and this would be no ordinary patrol. On body cam footage, Tristan can be seen briefly checking his phone, and then out of nowhere, crash. Officer McComber, distracted from checking his phone, rear-ended a civilian motorist who was stopped behind a school bus. Uh-oh. But that's not even the worst part. Frame-by-frame body cam footage analysis reveals, well, he was watching porn on the phone, and possibly even gooning to it. Bro was literally browsing the hub while tailgating a soccer mom and a bus full of children.
He says, I can't control my horny level.
Stumbling out of his patrol car, bricked.
Oh my God. Okay, when he said motorist, I thought it was somebody on a like a bike, which that would have been bad, but whatever, it's a regular car, boom. Now here's the problem, bruh. School bus, kids, and now this, yo, you're not getting away with this, buddy. You're done. You're part of the Diddy list. GG's, man.
Up and torqued, McComber, or McCoomer as I'm calling him from now on, is clearly embarrassed. He calls for backup and goes to check on the woman that he hit.
Yeah, that fucking sucked. Yeah, I'm good. Hello, ma'am. Are you okay? I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
My brakes locked up.
Thankfully, the woman was unharmed, and she was actually pretty chill about the whole affair. I don't think she'd be as relaxed if she knew what the cop was up to before he blew the back out of her Toyota Corolla.
Bruh.
So backup police would arrive and of course wanted to know why Officer McCoomer rear-ended this innocent lady.
Yeah.
This is an audio recording from that incident of him explaining what he was doing.
I'm over here stroking my dick. I got lotion on my dick right now. I'm just stroking my shit.
The cop actually lied when the colleagues arrived. Officer Coomer told his supervisors that the woman ahead of him abruptly stopped due to the school bus. He said the sudden braking caused his brakes to lock up, and that's why he crashed into her.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
My brakes locked up.
McCoomer even claimed that his ABS light had been blinking around the time of this occurring. So, you know, he's implying that, oh, my ABS is messed up, and that's why I slammed into the woman.
Oh my God.
So yeah, it was wet out at the time, and you know, his story seemed plausible. Nothing would come from this, well, other than the police officer himself.
I can't control my horny level.
But then they pulled the body cam footage.
Oh
he wasn't
my
texting
God.
before slamming his car into a woman's car.
He was looking at porn. West 2's Justin Schecker got a copy of the internal affairs report and the body camera video from the crash.
When an official from the sheriff's office reviewed the body cam footage, they quickly realized McCoomer wasn't being honest with them. Wet roads and ABS wasn't the issue here. A quote from the official: "I was able to observe in the top right of the screen that Macomber was holding what appears to be a cell phone in his right hand," unquote. When questioned about the cell phone,
this is my thing though. This whole time I'm thinking like, do what you gotta do in private. If he was parked up and then he was looking at it and got caught, I still would have been like, bro, really? On the job? Like, come on, you stupid, this down to third. Maybe there would have been some sort of understanding from that. Like, bro, I get it, bro, I don't know. Maybe he just hasn't had enough action. Assuming, like, if he was parked up. But while driving, scrolling through, why are you doing that for? We are addicted to our phones. So, you know, with brain rot, you know, reels and TikToks, memes, whatever, like some people do that, bro. They'll be on their phone driving, looking at reels or memes or something, which is crazy to even think about. But he's not even doing that. He's literally scrolling through the hub though. This man is brain rotted through corn.
Phone usage, which clearly led to the crash, Macomber admitted he was on his phone, but said that he was only checking a group chat that had other officers in it. The problem with that is, in the footage, there's literally porn on the screen. So are you saying that you and your cop bros have a gooning group chat, Mr. Macomber? Investigators got to take a look at this group chat, and well, they found no such pornographic imagery within it, so the Coomer was lying again. They pressed him again even harder, and Tristan Macomber would finally come clean, admitting to not only being on his phone, but also to looking at pornographic material, specifically, quote, like boobs and whatnot.
Oh my God.
Macomber would be reprimanded for lying by omission, as investigators confirmed that the main reason for the crash was due to the officer ogling at pornographic images on his phone. The Coomer was also cited for violating other policies, including a general order about using a cell phone on the job and also not wearing his seatbelt.
What?
In January of 2025, Officer Macomber—
Oh, that actually gets me so tight, bruh. You know how some cars beep when you don't have the seatbelt on? People will buy an aftermarket like universal seatbelt thingy that isn't strapped. It's just like the metal part, so they can put it in the seatbelt, not wear their seatbelt, and just make sure the beeping stops. Why though? Why do you hate wearing a seatbelt? I don't get it. I never understood that, bro.
In January of 2025, Officer Macomber, now fully exposed as a gooner cop and facing firing, resigned from Lake County, turning his badge in shame.
Tough.
He would join the likes of other gooner police officer extraordinaires, such as the on-duty cop that was in an OnlyFans promotional video. Go watch my other video about gooning if you want to learn.
I tried watching this video, by the way, and it ended up getting age restricted. I don't even know how, bro. We even made censorings and everything. Which, wait, hold on. This one might get age restricted too. Oh my God.
About that guy. As for the vehicle that the officer rear-ended, the driver seemed to be uninjured in the body cam footage, so no big deal there, I reckon. I'd imagine she has a potential lawsuit against the county, considering she was hit by a cop watching porn on patrol.
Hey,
hopefully
tell him to bring me my money. Bro, I'm getting a new car. I don't care. I want my new car. Not fixed. No. I want my new car.
County Sheriff's Office did the right thing here and paid for the damage done to her vehicle.
They won't hate it when they fly out the window.
Extra, considering how fucking ridiculous all of this was.
The only thing more dangerous
Tell
than
them to bring me my money. That's true. They won't hate it when they fly out the window. And funny enough, well, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know, but I think the whole reason for a seatbelt is not necessarily for you. It's for other people. So when you fly out the window, you don't hit somebody else. While it is there to protect you, I think it was invented so it could protect other people from you.
Starbucks gooning incident. Our next gooner is an individual who became so reckless with his stroking addiction that he frequently became known to goon for extended sessions in extremely crowded public areas.
Whoa.
On March 11th, 2022, around 9:30.
Oh my God. Florida man busted after inside a Miami Beach Starbucks. No, I said it once and I'm gonna say it again, bro. What y'all got going on in Florida? And why is it always a Florida man? Anybody here from Wyoming? Chat, what be going on in Arkansas, bro? It's no other state. It's always Florida man.
8:30 a.m., 27-year-old homeless man and self-described male model Blake Rain decided to put on a show at the Miami Beach Starbucks on Collins Avenue and 29th Street.
What? I mean, obviously it's censored. I'm assuming he ain't got no pants on or shorts. So hold on, he just whipped it out and started. This is bad.
As Blake entered the Starbucks, he didn't approach the barista and order a coffee. Rather, he leisurely walked over to an American flag that was hanging on the store window, produced his cock and balls, and started jerking off publicly. The man looking rather patriotic as he stroked away.
The man in this video was arrested for lewd and lascivious behavior inside a Miami Beach Starbucks.
What are you doing?
A customer records as employees who may not be aware.
Hey, they gonna get that coffee though. Hey, chat. Starbies. Starbies. Yeah. Hey, they gonna make sure they get their coffee though. Trust.
As employees who may not be aware continue
Diddy final
calling for
boss.
orders.
Get the out. It's disgusting.
Apparently stuff like this must happen a lot around there, as the baristas are seemingly just going along with their work as if there isn't a guy shooting ropes in their lobby. You can literally hear them calling out customer names to pick up drinks. Thankfully, Alyssa, the woman who's recording, intervened in all of this madness, chastising the depraved gooner and did her best to cockblock the guy from his own right hand.
I don't want to ever go back, and it's just, it'll always be in the back of my head.
Though I don't know, he might have actually been into being screamed at.
I think that is a very memorable moment, chat. That is an experience that, bro, that's an amazing story right there, bro. So, so chat, so one day, boom, I go into Starbucks. There's a man right there just spanking his meat. I said, what the? Yo, of course it's gonna be in the back of your head, miss. Like, you can't forget that. That doesn't happen.
It'll always be in the back of my head.
Though I don't know, he might have actually been into being screamed at by her.
It's disgusting.
This sickening public gooning display by our homeless male model
Never go to Florida.
reportedly lasted about 10 minutes. Eventually, Miami Beach officers would
Wait, he only lasted 10 minutes. I mean, that's pretty long.
only lasted about 10 minutes.
That's a lot, though.
Eventually,
He should have been
Miami
kicked out.
Beach officers would arrive, and they scared the guy off in the process. Officers caught up with him shortly after he fled. He was seen walking southbound on Collins Avenue, and once he saw the police were on his trail, he took off running. Officers gave chase and ended up tasing the fleet-footed masturbator, marking the end of his Starbucks stroke session.
Please tell me he was
Video
charged.
shows police trying to take 27-year-old Blake Rain into custody. The police report says Rain ran from police. He's combative, while police tase him.
Blake was arrested and charged with lewd and lascivious behavior, disorderly conduct in an establishment, and resisting an officer without violence.
Good.
After being taken to the Mount Sinai Medical Center to tend to injuries from his arrest, Blake Rain was then taken into custody and arraigned in a court for his bond. Blake was quite nasty towards the judge and almost earned himself a gag order for his unhinged behavior when he was addressing the bench.
The suspect appeared in bond court. Rain was argumentative with the judge and tells the judge he works on the beach.
What do you mean by gag order?
If you don't stop, I'm going to mute you and you will not be able to speak for the rest of this hearing. Do you understand me?
I mean, who's to say that the guy wouldn't have liked the gag order? He might have been into that kind of thing. In the wake of all of this, Starbucks issued a public statement regarding the gooner. Once alerted to the customer's behavior, our partners, employees, took action and local authorities were immediately called. We want our stores to be a welcoming environment.
But 10 minutes is a lot. Chad, 10 minutes is a lot. Sit in silence in your room for 10 minutes. You will go insane. The silence will actually get to you, bro. You'll go.
Local authorities were immediately called. We want our stores to be a welcoming environment, and our partners are empowered to address any behavior that doesn't meet our third place policy. In the future, we will be advising police to tase the fuck out of anyone masturbating in our store. Unquote. In April 5th of 2022, it was actually found that Blake had other crimes he was facing in the state of New York.
Makes sense.
So he was a fugitive and would get extradited back there. Hey, if you work at a Starbucks in New York or Florida, keep your eyes peeled for this guy, because if you don't, he might sneak in and patriotically jerk off in front of everybody.
The story of the Gooner Doc.
Now we advance to one of today's most prolific and shameless gooners.
So I take that back. Before he was a Florida man, he was a New Yorker, bro. Yo, damn, bro. Now he just gave us a bad reputation. Before he was a Florida man, he was a New Yorker. GG's, man. I'm ashamed.
Doc.
Now we advance to one of today's most prolific
your
and
people.
shameless gooners.
Okay.
A medical doctor whose
Whoa.
gross proclivities led to him regularly walking around naked in his own medical office in front of female staff.
What?
This is Arkansas-based doctor David
What did I say? Chat, what be going on in Arkansas? They got doctors running around butt naked, bruh. New York, Florida, Arkansas. Y'all are not safe. Glad I left New York, bro.
This is Arkansas-based Dr. David Define, a medical professional with over 25 years of experience, and he's had an interesting career to say the least. The doc is no stranger to getting in trouble. In the past, the physician has been criminally charged for illegally distributing pain medications, and even had his medical license suspended back in 2017 due to excessively prescribing narcotics. But big fucking deal though, right? I mean, it sounds like your average small town American doctor, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not here to
Easy
talk
money,
about
chat.
the doc because he's passing out perk 30s to anyone who asks him. I'm here because he's in the office with his cock and balls out.
Oh.
You see, Dr. David in the past has described himself as a naturist, essentially a head-ass way of saying that he's a nudist. The guy at one point even reportedly operated an Instagram page called Naked Dr. Dave, where he would presumably post about his nudist lifestyle. This page was only the start of unsettling things to come. It was the first indication that there was something fucky going on with this guy behind closed doors.
Hey.
And apparently he was unclothed behind those doors.
Ma'am.
Dave's nude antics.
You guys are okay with this? No, please don't. Bro, this couldn't have lasted longer than, I'll give them 2 days. 1 day to question themselves being there, and the second day to alert police. There is no way you guys are okay with this just for the money. Oh my God, bro. You women go through a lot. Disgusting men.
Dave's nude antics first got him in trouble with the Arkansas Medical Board back in January of 2024. Someone reported his nudist Instagram page to the medical board after stumbling upon apparent nude photos of him posted there. When confronted about this, he'd defend himself against the board, stating that as a naturist, he does not, quote, shame, sexualize, fear, or negatively stigmatize the naked body, unquote.
And let
He
me
also
tell
added
you
that there was
something, Mr. Whatever your name is, doctor. No way you're a nudist and you're not packing down there, bro. I know you're not walking around with this. Walking around with a little USB stick, bro. Maybe that's how the women were okay with it. They're probably like, God.
No crossover whatsoever with my professionalism while practicing medicine and my naturist activities, unquote. The guy was a proud nudist, and goddamn anyone tried to get between him and being butt-ball naked. But he promised that he wasn't naked at work. That was different. That was a line that he was not willing to cross. Skeptical but willing to concede for the time, the medical board decided not to take any action against Dr. David.
Wow.
But the situation was far from over and was only about to get much worse. Around the time of the board ceasing their investigation on the doc, an extremely disturbing piece of surveillance video footage would come to light. A piece of footage that suggested David was lying about not mixing his at-home nudity with on-the-job activities. Coming to light in November of 2024, the footage originally recorded all the way back in 2019 allegedly showed Dr. David sauntering around his medical office in Blytheville, Arkansas, while completely butt-ball naked. The nude practitioner can at one point be seen carelessly conversing with several of his female employees. At one point, the nude doctor even goes to interact with the patient.
What?
The guy was very much ingratiating his nudist philosophy into his practice.
Please,
and it kind of looked like he got a weird kick out of doing this.
Please tell me they got interviewed. I need to hear what they thought about this. This is not okay. And how did this go along for so long?
He was power tripping, you could say. The shocking leaked footage was then provided to the Arkansas Medical Foundation by an anonymous tipster. This tipster claiming that the doctor was a disturbed sex lunatic. They allege the guy, quote, used the position of power, sexual grooming, and salary increases to groom employees and patients into repulsive sex acts.
What?
One possible example of this is a clip allegedly showcasing the doctor performing a sex act directly in front of one of the women, who is said to have not only been a lab technician within the office, but also one of Dr. David's frequent patients. The reported sexual act ended with the nudist doctor actually ejaculating on the woman.
What?
Allegedly. All of this happening during office hours. When this illicit sexual behavior and gooning was uncovered, the board, who had foolishly let him slide previously, was now all over him. In Dr. David's disciplinary report, the Arkansas Medical Foundation stated, quote,
The perverse behavior leads to concerns about a sexual compulsive disorder or paraphilia,
which may, in fact, cross boundaries with his delivery of medical care. Simply, the interaction with his office staff suggests an entanglement in his medical practice.
Yes.
When confronted with the possibility
So-
that the medical board possessed surveillance footage of him jerking off and being naked in front of staff, the doctor played dumb, saying, quote, I don't know anything about that at all. I would have to see those things to have any idea what you're talking about.
Ask
They
them,
promptly-
ask the employees though. Because, yo, listen, bro. I don't care what you tell me. Are the employees victims? Sure, I guess. And the only reason why I'm saying I guess is because they chose to be there. If they were threatened in any way by, if, like, for example, if I say I'm quitting, and then the doctor said, no, you're not, because so-and-so and this and that and blackmailing involved, then that is an issue. And yes, I would say they are a victim. But I feel like if you were free to quit, I feel like then that's on them. I need to hear their side before I start judging, because I feel like they chose to be there, bro. But if there was blackmailing involved, if there was like some sort of, hey, if you quit, then I'm writing a letter making sure you never get a job again or stuff like that.
Would show him and the gooner to have any idea what you're talking about. They promptly would show him, and the gooner doc finally realized he was fucked. As a result of parading around with his dick and balls out in the doctor's office, the board suspended his medical practice on October 14, 2024. A hearing for Dave's medical license was scheduled for December of that year, but was postponed. And there's been no new updates that I can find regarding the gooner doc and when he'll be able to practice again. If you do a medical board license lookup for the state of Arkansas, it still says that the gooner doc's license is suspended.
Okay.
And we can't forget about the civil lawsuits, as this guy was violating people left and right in that office, allegedly. One civil suit came from a patient named Carol Ballard. She alleged that the man repeatedly tried to engage in sexual acts during examinations.
So then you're not a nudist. You're weird, buddy. We thought that this guy at the Starbucks was the Diddy final boss. This man right here is actually contender for that title, bro. You're not a nudist. A nudist, I guess, likes to be nude to express themselves, and that's how they are, right? They just walk around, lollygagging around. You are nude for a reason because you want this to happen. You're weird.
Over a period of 18 months, these acts allegedly included...
Wait, hold on, bro. Hold on. Let me go back.
Engage in sexual acts during examinations over a period of 18 months. These acts allegedly including exposing his genitals, making lewd remarks, and participating in indecent physical contact. A legal representative said, Dr. David Defini's actions were intentional, deliberate, and served no legitimate medical purpose. Instead, they were designed to gratify his own sexual desires, abuse his position of trust, and humiliate the plaintiff, Miss Ballard.
But again, I'm not trying to say nothing. I'm not trying to take that away from you or whatever, but like 18 months? Chat, the first sign I get of someone being weird, trying to touch me, trying to flirt with me in a way that I don't appreciate, making me feel uncomfortable. That is the last time you will see me. I don't like to victim blame. I never do, right? That's not the position you want to take. You don't want to victim blame. I'm gonna victim ask. I'm a victim question. What you mean 18 months, ma'am? Well, why'd you keep coming back?
His actions were intentional, deliberate, and served no legitimate medical purpose. Instead, they were designed to gratify his own sexual desires, abuse his position of trust, and humiliate the plaintiff, Miss Ballard. As a direct and approximate result of these acts, my plaintiff has suffered severe emotional distress, anguish, anxiety, humiliation, loss of sleep, vomiting, physical manifestations of stress, distrust of medical professionals.
Okay. 18 months of this led to severe emotional distress. I would have felt this day one. Anxiety I get. Humiliation I get at the moment of it happening, right? But 18 months though. Loss of sleep, vomiting,
and other damages that no reasonable person should be expected
She's just trying to get her money.
Another lawsuit was filed from a plaintiff named Rachel Chandler, who is a nurse practitioner and a former employee. Though she isn't suing Dr. Dave for receiving unwanted glimpses of his penis, it's over unpaid wages. I think there's no way around it. This one is totally a case of gooning ruining your life. For the love of God, put your dick away and just be a doctor, dude.
Yo, bro. She what? Car wash foot unit. Feet. She was suing for no pay. Ma'am, I'm getting my pay and I'm suing for extra bread. Oh my God.
This is a case of a gooner who took his foot fetish to a whole nother level.
Whoa.
Loitering around car washes and even hiding under vehicles to catch glimpses of sandal and flip-flop wearing women.
On August... Let me tell y'all something, bruh. A sandal is open toe, meaning you see it no matter what. Why do you need to hide under the car? You can stand and look down and look at the feet. No. This is kind of crazy. Why are you doing all that for? See, it's when you start acting crazy. Like, once you start acting goofy as hell is when you just... What is going on, bro?
Loitering around car washes and even hiding under vehicles to catch glimpses of sandal and flip-flop wearing women.
Crazy.
On August 29th, 2024, police got a call.
This is not me,
a person claimed a peeping Tom had infiltrated a car wash located in Gilbert, Arizona on Val Vista Drive.
Oh my God. The two places I'm from. New York with the gooner over there, and then this one in Arizona. Chad, I'm in Arizona right now, bruh. Wait, this could be me though. Arizona, bro, it's too hot to be acting amok.
On Val Vista Drive. Several witnesses reportedly spotted the at-large gooner, and surveillance footage literally showed the unidentified culprit sneaking underneath at least 3 separate vehicles. It was believed he was doing this to goon at the soapy feet of the women who often wore open-toed footwear while they were cleaning their cars. While these women vacuumed and detailed their cars, this voyeuristic vagrant would slide up under their vehicles and enjoy a free foot show for several minutes at a time, likely stroking it and carrying on in ways I don't particularly want to know about. This video clip in particular shows him emerging from underneath the vehicle when the woman finishes cleaning, and he just acts like he's minding his own business, you know, cleaning and detailing the tire of his own vehicle. This is the incident that actually got the man reported. Another customer saw this bizarre behavior transpiring and later got in touch with the woman he gooned to and told her about it. This news was extremely upsetting to her, so she went to the car wash and asked them to pull the surveillance footage.
Sure enough, going through the video footage.
Yo, bro, let me read what you said, bro. I've never heard of such degeneracy, bro, in my life. Climbing under cars for feet is diabolical. Yo, bro, I agree with you 1000%. I have never heard of this. That's why I have I don't know what to say. I'm speechless. In my head, I'm like, but what? Like, why a car wash, bro? You could just get the satisfaction from just walking on the street and just like, you're gonna see open toe everywhere. I'm just so confused.
This is weird. This news was extremely upsetting to her, so she went to the car wash and asked them to pull the surveillance footage.
Sure enough, going through the video footage, I watched it happen. She was already in the process of calling the cops. He keeps walking back and forth, and you'll see him do that. He's watching to see what she's doing. When we talk to her, she's in the back seat vacuuming her car on that driver's side, and he slips up underneath that front tire. He was out underneath the vehicle for about 5 to 6 minutes, I want to say, and then he slips out and goes to this back passenger tire and is like trying to fiddle with it, making it seem like he's there the entire time.
The car wash foot gooner would later be identified as 28-year-old Jesse Johnson, and on the afternoon of September 24th,
28-year-old is crazy. Last name Johnson definitely gave that away.
Wisconsin. And on the afternoon of September 24th, 2024, because of his
that's not me.
he would be arrested. The man facing 3 felony counts of voyeurism and 3 misdemeanors for disorderly conduct. Jesse was held on a $10,000 bond, and if that bond wasn't met, he'd be compelled to wear an ankle monitor.
How do you explain this to people?
For a professional foot monitor. Unsurprisingly, according to court documents, the reason Jesse did this stuff at car washes was because of an uncontrollable foot fetish, with him even admitting to investigators that he was sexually attracted to women's feet and claiming that he couldn't control his desires. This actually wasn't even his first rodeo in the realm of public foot gooning. In fact, he had been previously cited on numerous occasions for attempting to look at, touch, lick, or come into contact with women's feet.
What?
In June of 2016, a Fox News affiliate, Fox 10, would cover one of the man's prior exploits.
Yo, this is sick. Man ticketed again for hiding under cars to touch women's feet. Oh my, yo, this is scary, bruh. You're gonna go into your car and then you feel something touch you? Yo, that's scary, bruh. And bro is acting like he's mad. That's not me, bro. What are y'all talking about? I have a girlfriend, bro. If anything, this guy's best case scenario is to get a girlfriend and tell her, I love your feet, bro. And start fantasizing and whatever about her feet, complimenting it, bro. That woman, his girlfriend would love that. Arizona, mind you, bro. 100-degree weather. I don't know. I don't get it. This is crazy.
A Fox News affiliate, Fox 10, would cover one of the man's prior exploits, highlighting a case wherein Jesse was cited for hiding underneath a woman's car in a grocery store parking lot, and he attempted to touch her feet. The referenced article indicates that this was Jesse's 4th citation for doing shit like this. Speaking presently, there's no new updates to report regarding this story, but for you ladies out there, next time you take your Camry to the car wash, consider some closed-toed shoes, or at least take a look under your car before you get busy cleaning, because there just might be a gooner under there jerking off.
The tragic story of the beach gooner.
Oh, okay. At the beach, I could see this being a thing. This one honestly flabbergasted me, bro. Car wash, but the beach, I could see that being a thing, bro.
Tragic
People
story
are weird.
Of the beach gooner.
Our next case is one that starts off rather humorous, but quickly becomes disturbing the more you learn about it. This takes place on July 1st of 2021 at a beach on Tybee Island in the state of Georgia. On this day, beachgoer Sarah Moss observed a woman laying on her beach towel in the sand using what appeared to be a vibrator, masturbating publicly.
Oh, it was a woman? I thought it was gonna be a man at the beach looking at the women and then doing his thing. Women, women, women. You thought you was gonna get away with this one? But you're one of us too.
Using what appeared to be a vibrator, masturbating publicly. Worried that a child might see this, she reported it to police, who would arrive a bit later to investigate the apparent beachfront gooning incident. While she had moved locations by the time they arrived, police found their suspect at a nearby restaurant that was just off the beach. This woman identified herself as Christina Revels-Glick, and when confronted about the call they received, she suggested that this was all just a big misunderstanding, denying the claim outright and even expressing that it may have been one of her friends pulling a prank on her. Here's the interaction.
Were you doing something you weren't supposed to be doing?
What?
Like, what were you doing on the beach? Like, prior to coming here? Prior to coming here.
Oh, yeah, she's...
There was nobody, I was just sitting on my towel, nobody was around me.
Yeah, she's guilty.
And you were over at the beach?
Like, I was near the water.
Near the water?
Yeah.
Okay.
What did I do? What did I do?
So apparently you were masturbating on the beach.
Oh, yeah, you're guilty. I feel like this is something you could have gotten yourself out of, regardless of you're stupid enough for doing it, but I feel like this is so easy to get away. Like, no, I don't think that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're done.
On the beach.
Who saw that?
I mean, a couple people.
No, they didn't. Nobody was around. It was an anonymous call. Is this one of my buddies? Okay, one of my buddies.
No, it's not one of your buddies.
Her entire demeanor switches up after one of the cops asks her to show what's in her bag. And you know, the truth would come out. She was getting freaky on that beach.
Is there anything in the bag?
Oh, chat, so even if she spoke her way out. Wait, but she's not obligated to empty out the bag, though. Yeah, now you're cooked.
No.
Is it right if I look through it? I mean, if you can open it and can I see the contents inside the bag?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't really understand what y'all are.
We're just here because someone called and we're very concerned. Okay.
This is really highly offensive to me.
I got it. I got you. And that's why I'm trying to figure it out.
It's my vibrator, but I just put it in I was sitting on the beach.
Oh my God. So we just gonna say it outright. She just gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Just, okay, do I get a ticket?
God forbid a stressed out woman play with her coochie on the beach. Literally 1984, guys. Can't a woman just enjoy herself? With her admitting to vibrating on the beach, she was handcuffed and arrested. In the process of being handcuffed, Christina tried to reason with police, saying that it only took her about 20 seconds to come and that she didn't mean to offend anyone.
I mean, if nobody saw them, they wouldn't have called, right?
Called if nobody saw it.
So,
What the? A little bit late, yeah.
They had kids.
What? There was nobody around me.
So.
Oh my God.
Christina, the beach gooner, was later charged with indecent exposure and disorderly conduct. She was released from jail not long after her arrest. I'm unable to find any records documenting a conviction relating to this. In fact, I can't actually seem to find any evidence of her attending a court hearing about this. It's possible that they may have just given her a slap on the wrist and dropped the charges.
I think so,
confiscating her vibrator and calling it a day.
Wait, they touched it?
And well, you've made it through yet another Wavywebsurf Gooner video. Hope
Big
you
ski
guys
mask.
enjoyed it. Make sure you let me know who or
Big
what you want me
ski.
to talk about next down below in the comments section.
Oh my!
I want to give a major shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you.
Shout out to Wavywebsurf. You know what I'm saying? Is this video by any chance? Okay, not age restricted, right? But he could say all those words and okay, buddy. What did we learn today? A gooner can be everywhere. New York, Florida, AZ, really? In Starbucks, Arkansas? What they got going on in Arkansas? Whatever, man. Hey, W video though, please don't do that.